Welcome to the research highlights of ASMEC 2017. Plant Science. Variation of growth and yield characteristics of ginger under different irrigation intervals. Farmers are not well aware of the importance of timely irrigation and continuous moisture retention in ginger cultivation. Hence, this study was carried out to analyze the impact of soil moisture on different growth and yield parameters of ginger under supplementary irrigation. Local ginger variety with different irrigation intervals of 5, 10, 15, 20 days were evaluated. According to the results, 5-day irrigation interval showed the best growth and yield performance. Screening of grafted Gurkha for growth and yield performance in Sri Lanka. This research was conducted to identify the high-yielding cultivars and to evaluate grafted Gurkha in the field. According to the results, considering growth and yield parameters, Aranayaka 2 accession can be recommended for mass propagation for commercial cultivation for low country wet zone as an interim recommendation. Effect of length, size and type of branches for air layering of nutmeg. Seedling-based propagation of nutmeg, which is the common practice, is not cost-effective. Hence, this experiment was conducted with the objective of testing the effectiveness of layering methods as an alternative propagation technique. Results revealed that mass propagation through air layering of each lateral as well as upright branch at lengths of 60 centimeters, 90 centimeters and 120 centimeters can be recommended as a vegetative propagation means. Effect of seed moisture content and storage condition on viability of true cinnamon seeds. True cinnamon seeds are known to be desiccation sensitive and it is a challenge for year-round nursery production. This study was undertaken to find the effect of seed moisture content and storage condition on viability of true cinnamon seeds. Cinnamon seeds with 29 to 30% moisture content were able to be stored for a 6-week period, securing viability up to a level of 75%. Cold storage was not effective due to chilling injury. Yield performance of cocoa cultivars of rehabilitation area at Mandalay in Sri Lanka. The presence of unproductive old trees in the existing cocoa cultivations is one of the major reasons for low national productivity. Thus, this research was conducted to rehabilitate a 25-year-old existing cocoa cultivation, bud grafting of science from 3 improved high-yielding cultivars using 4 rehabilitation techniques. Results showed replanting of bud-grafted plants originated from coupon science and fan science collected from cultivar SCA6 into ICS6 and W515 produced higher yield compared with other cultivar and other different techniques. Investigation of different storage methods of ginger and turmeric as seed rhizome in low country intermediate zone. The objective of this experiment was to identify the most effective storage method for ginger and turmeric as seed rhizome. Results indicated both ginger and turmeric packed in 300 gauge perforated polythene can be stored for 5 months under cold storage conditions at 19 degrees Celsius. How climate change affects 2 major export agricultural crops, coffee and cocoa, a global view. This paper reviewed the remarkable direct effects of climate change, particularly temperature, moisture stress or drought, and increasing carbon dioxide on crop growth, development and yield on coffee and cocoa. As climate change is inevitable, it is anticipated that Sri Lankan coffee and cocoa production will also be threatened. However, to cope with climate change, long-term adaptation strategies may be effective than the short-term in reducing vulnerability and strengthening resilience. Soil and plant nutrition. Effect of biofertilizers, crop residues, and inorganic nutrient sources on growth and soil properties of cocoa under rubber. The objective of this study was to evaluate the effect of biofertilizers, crop residues, and inorganic fertilizer on growth performances and soil properties of cocoa intercropped with rubber. The results revealed that application of 50% of recommended fertilizer with 10 kilograms of ground cocoa pod husk and inoculation of arbuscular mycorrhiza has shown positive impact on growth performances of cocoa and improvement of soil organic carbon. Effect of different nitrogen sources on soil chemical properties and yield of black pepper. Application of nitrogen fertilizer is an important approach in improving crop yield. The experiment was conducted to test different combinations of urea, ammonium sulfate, and glycidia as nitrogen source. Results indicated that recommended fertilizer mixture with ammonium sulfate as a nitrogen source with 10 kilograms of fresh glycidia per acre per plant has given the highest black pepper yield. Survival and growth of black pepper rooted cuttings treated with potassium, partially burnt paddy husk, and arbuscular mycorrhizal infections. Low survival of local black pepper rooted cuttings after field planting is a severe problem in Sri Lankan black pepper fields. Thus, the effect of potassium fertilizer, partially burnt paddy husk, and arbuscular mycorrhiza applied at the time of planting was evaluated in enhancing the plant survival and growth. Results revealed that the treatments were not significantly effective on improving plant survival or growth of black pepper rooted cuttings. Plant protection. The study on rough bark disease on cinnamon, disease symptoms, development, and the causal agent with special reference to its morphology, histopathology, and nutritional status of affected plants. The study was undertaken to confirm the causal fungi, to study the mode of damage by the fungi in the stem tissue and its relationship with systematology. Pathogenicity tests confirmed the responsible causal organism of rough bark disease as Phomopsis species. The disease reaches the critical stage when the fungus invades the xylem tissues of stem, showing interveinal chlorosis of leaves as the pathogen blocks the water and mineral nutrient transportation. Detection of microbial contaminations at different stages of post-harvest practices of black pepper. Black pepper samples were collected at different stages of processing and were tested for E. coli, coliforms, salmonella, and fungal contaminations. According to the results, threshing and drying stages were identified as critical points of microbial contamination in black pepper processing, and the contaminated microbial load was reduced substantially during blanching. In vitro assessment of 3 commonly cultivated ginger varieties in Sri Lanka against ginger mealybug infestation and weight loss. Mealybug is a common pest in ginger under storage conditions. In this study, the most common 3 ginger varieties were assessed for the pest population buildup and weight loss. The results showed the population buildup or the effect of mealybug is not significantly favored by the variety. Also, there was no significant effect of mealybug on the in vitro weight loss of ginger. Identification of a fruit fly species damaging coffee in central province of Sri Lanka. Fruit flies of the family Tephrididae constitute a group of pests of worldwide importance attacking a wide range of fruits and vegetables. Recently, the fruit fly attack was reported in coffee berries in the central province of Sri Lanka as the first record. Further, it was identified as Bactrochera candiensis of the Bactrochera dorsalis complex according to the morphological keys. Variation of nutmeg fruit's physical quality as affected by the parasitism of mistletoe. This study was carried out in Kandy and Matale regions to determine the effect of parasitic plants on fruit quality of nutmeg. The study revealed that nutmeg fruit quality was greatly affected by the parasitism of mistletoe. The reduction in the nutmeg nut and maize quality was caused by the reduction in biomass accumulation in the nut and maize due to the parasitic plant. Post-harvest technology. Qualitative screening of phytochemicals from fruit rind of 5 selections of Gurkha. 5 selections of Gurkha, namely Aranayaka 1, Aranayaka 2, Gasnava, Ovilikanda 1 and Ovilikanda 2 were evaluated for qualitative screening of phytochemicals from the fruit rind. Results showed petroleum ether and ethanol were the most suitable solvents to extract alkaloids and flavonoids respectively. A comparative analysis of phytochemical, proximate and mineral composition of 4 different selections of dried Gurkha fruit rind in Sri Lanka. This experiment was undertaken to investigate the comparative phytochemical, mineral and proximate composition among 4 Gurkha selections, namely Aranayaka 1, Gasnava, Ovilikanda 1 and Ovilikanda 2. The study revealed the highest content of hydrocitric acid, which has the anti-obesity effect, was observed in Aranayaka 1 selection. The impact of maturity stage on physical and chemical properties of clove. The research was conducted to identify the impact of stage of maturity on yield and quality of clove. Clove buds harvested at 1-month interval from 3 months to 7 months after initiation of the inflorescence were evaluated for chemical and physical properties. Results assured 6-month maturity is the most suitable stage for harvesting clove for the best possible yield together with the highest quality. Development of technology to produce ginger jam. The aim of this experiment was to develop technology to produce ginger jam as a value addition to ginger. 3 types of jams, namely ginger jam, ginger pineapple mixed fruit jam, and ginger watermelon mixed fruit jam were subjected to sensory evaluation. Results revealed that ginger pineapple mixed fruit jam had best organoleptic properties in overall acceptability. Productivity of Kithul sap production in Sri Lanka. The immature Kithul inflorescence is seasoned using different methods for easy slicing and extracting of sap by delaying its maturing. This study was carried out in 12 districts in order to examine the productivity of Kithul sap production in Sri Lanka. The results of the study showed that daily average sap yield can be attributed to 3 factors: success of seasoning, duration of tapping, and the geographical area. A tapper can contribute to the success of seasoning to receive a higher yield. We trust that you enjoyed the research highlights of ASMEC 2017. Thank you for your attention.